All right, guys. So today in this session, this is day one official of the Screwed Up Messy Title Boot Camp. And in today's event, what we're going to be going over is 3 days of material. Your first day, I'm going to tell you guys what the concept is and tell y'all what the outline of what it is that you're going to be learning as well, because a lot of this stuff pertains to you and your real estate business. Like most of you guys that jump into the real estate game, I promise you a lot of y'all have fallen into the same rabbit hole that I've fallen into myself that actually caused me to almost go bankrupt in my real estate business. I shut it down right before we started losing money. Thank God. But let me tell you something. This is crazy because I truthfully believe that a lot of you have succumbed to this. Everybody that I meet always tries to promote a specific software on YouTube that is in the influencer space. You know why? It's because they get paid to do it. They are on these calls with you and they're going over these things and they're telling you to sign up for these softwares and these systems that they're affiliated with. And the reason why is because they get paid every single time one of you guys is dumb enough to sign up for it. I'm saying this not to disrespect you. I'm saying it to break the stigmatism that is not the best way to do this business. If any of you guys, and drop a two in the comments if you can attest to this, how many of y'all have burned yourself out on subscriptions that gurus tell you to sign up with because they say that you can't operate your business without it? Drop a one in the comments if that's you. Really, I want y'all to stand up loud and clear if you're tired of it. It's like, bro, I just signed up for Deal Machine. Oh, but PropStream is the move now? Oh, I just signed up for PropStream, but Batch Leads is the move now. Oh, I just signed up for Batch Leads, but Propelio's the move now. Oh, what about this one that Jerry Norton talked about? What about this one that Pace Morby talked about? What about this one and this one and that one and that one? And next thing you know, you're up to your neck in three car payments. You got $1,600 flying out the window every single month in subscriptions, but no deals closing. You get zero return on your investment. Why? Why is that? It's because a lot of these softwares carried outdated information that no longer works. It's what we preach inside of our community. And I'm telling you guys, get your asses on the other side. Get inside of the school group because I'm going to show y'all how you can do this business correctly. Like yourselves, I flew into that subscription craze. It literally almost took me out. I had almost 30, 40 plus subscriptions. Alexia is my witness. She was working in multiple different departments of my business. I was spending $3,000 every month on Investor Lift. I was spending $500 a month on PropStream. I was spending almost $2,000 on 20 dialers every single month through Call Tools. I was spending all of this money on all of these seats for my 16 employees, which were all American, all on salaries. All of them had their own workspace, and we were utilizing a software that would charge you per workspace, and it was a CRM called Podio. These things took me out, bro. Took me out to the point where it was like just 30K a month was in subscriptions and softwares and systems alone. And I barely had enough money that we were making on these deals that were closing. I was working 12 hours a day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. CST, a slave at the office, going in thinking that I was running and operating a business. As much as that business, I loved it, as much as the time that I spent with the people that were there that were recognizing that I can recognize that are all successful in real estate now from what they learned from being in the environment that we created at the office. I can tell you guys, I felt like I gave up one job for another because although I was making six figures a month, I was spending damn near $80,000 a month to make it. And then in the end, for what? 20 grand and no time? 20K net profits to Cube and no time. I didn't like it. I hated it, to be honest. And it was something that I felt like I couldn't live without. And so when my office got shut down, I remember I was sitting there and I was in my own filth of everything that I had created because I was already going through a bankruptcy over here. I was losing business relationships. Investors were pulling out funds that they had given me access to that I was utilizing to operate my business. I'm sitting there, and the last thing that I was holding on to, which was my studio. And I remember I was sitting there and I was just crying. I just gave my life to Jesus like 2 weeks ago, and I've never been on my knees in prayer before. And I asked for the Lord to give me a sign. I brought everything over from my real estate office into my studio. So everything was crammed up, and I had all these filing cabinets everywhere with all the HUD and closing statements that we had. In Texas, they're called closing statements now. They're no longer called HUD statements, something to recognize and that's noteworthy. And I remember I just thought, I said, Lord, give me a sign. Give me a sign because this can't be where Q ends. This can't be it. I've just done so much already. To me, this is like, it's either fight or flight. And I was in a corner and I prayed so hard. And I just remember for no reason at all. And actually, I'll tell you, there was a reason. I was looking for my Freddy Krueger hand. So I always had funny things in my office like nunchucks and glow sticks and fire poi and just stuff that I loved. And it would be hanging around my office. And for no reason, because I think I remember it was like October, my son was asking me for the Freddy Krueger glove. And I actually threw it inside of that cabinet and I was looking for it and I pulled it out and I put it on. And I just remember thinking, like, Nightmare on Elm Street. What a good movie. But then I looked down, right? Because I'm ADHD. So I looked down at the filing cabinet that was in front of me and I was like, man, let's go through these things. Like, these were some of the best deals I ever closed. I looked at one that was a 17 portfolio deal that I closed with a gentleman named Mr. Guzman. His name was Hernando Guzman. You actually can look him up. He's a real person in San Antonio and he's a realtor. He brought a 17 deal portfolio to me and I wholesaled it and I made $300,000. This realtor, those properties belonged to his uncle. His uncle actually left him his properties in his will. And it's such a crazy thing to think about. And I looked at that one and I said, wow, what a good deal. I went to the next one and I said, okay, I remember this one. I had to get a lien removed, I had to get a judgment removed, and I had to go to a bank and order a payoff on a mortgage that no longer existed in a bank that is not even in business anymore, that got bought out by Security Service Federal Credit Union, which is a credit union that we have here in San Antonio, Texas. So I went down to that bank and I got a release, a $46,000 release from the mortgage that had been settled and paid in full up until the early 2000s. Whenever a mortgage was paid in full, a lot of times the banks held on to it, but they didn't actually erase the debt or record it. So whatever banks that went out of business during the crash of 2008 got bought out by other banks, and you had to track down the debt. And there was a specific way that you can do that, which is kind of cool. And I'm going to show you guys a lot of this stuff in day two. Day two is going to be case study material, man. But day one, I'm giving you a concept of this. This saved me. I looked at all of these files and I said, man, it had been in my face the whole time that any deal that I ever closed that was worth my time, that made me the most amount of money in the least amount of time, was curative title issues, messy title issues that were screwed all the way up. And I look back in this moment in my life and I think that this was it. This was the pivotal thing. This was a sign that the Lord had given me that I needed to go back to my roots. So finally, I get myself out of debt. 2024 rolls around, and this is it. This is it. I'm like, okay, new year. This is it. We're out of debt. We've settled everything. We're now in a place where we have some good money coming in. I had already launched Jarvis. Jarvis had finally got to a point where it was paying my bills. And I was free to finally like have creative control. I shut down my studio, moved everything up into my house, got a little office space that I lease every single month in a co-working environment with Uncle Charles. I love Uncle Charles. He's not going to be here on this challenge, but he's going to probably be involved because what I'm going to be showing today is something that Charles helped create, which was really cool. He was one of the first investors for it. But I looked back at everything that I had ever did, guys, and all of the deals that I closed that really brought me out of that hole were messy title deals. Guys, first quarter of February, locked up one in Shirts, Texas, and it made me a little over $200,000. And that was a blessing from the Lord. It saved me. Using that 200K, I launched my school program and no, I think what was it? It was in November of 2024. I took that money, started going back into doing real estate deals, started sourcing them directly from the county the way that I always known how to do. And I've never taught it before. Now, it turns out there's a few other people in San Antonio that are also doing this, that are teaching this too, that are charging thousands of dollars. And I'll be honest with y'all, they are so mad. I've had haters join our calls because every week we're promoting this, right? And we're doing this, and they're so mad. And you know what, man? I'm telling you this right now. When God brings us like good things into your life, He's gonna ruffle feathers of those around you who can't help but see what the Lord is doing. And that's such a beautiful thing, right? It's in that time frame when you have to have discernment because these are people that I would consider friends that I would never join their calls and talk bad about what they teach or what they do or any of those things. Because to me, man, it's just not worth my energy. You see, people, they deserve your love, but the Lord requires you to have discernment. They don't deserve your time. They don't deserve your presence. They don't deserve your energy. You can love someone because you owe them that. And the Bible would say that you owe everyone love, but that doesn't mean that you owe them access, right? But they're going to try to come in anyway. They're going to try to discredit everything that it is that you're trying to do. There's some of you guys that have joined this call that have people in your corner right now that are like, what are you doing listening to that guy Q? Look him up on the internet. Look at some of the things that he's done. This guy's just a coach. He's a guru. He's a mentor. Oh, we may have scammed people before. There's going to be people that are going to try to come in and discredit when the Lord is bringing someone to you that is trying to shift the ways that you do business. And that, my friends, is not the Lord. That is the enemy trying to speak fear into your dreams. And it's when that moment comes that you have discernment. You say, I love you, but I'm not giving you access. I know where it is that I'm going, but it doesn't mean that it requires me to stay next to you. And that could be your family, your mother, that could be your brother, your sister, your siblings, your cousins, your coworkers. This one gonna hurt, but that could be your partner and your spouse. That's where this stuff goes sometimes. And I know it for a fact, man, because I don't even talk to my family anymore, and they're super mad that I decided to get married. And I'll say that on recorded line. I don't care. I love my wife. I'm happier than I've ever been. And it's not that I don't love them. It's that I understand that there needs to be separation and a distance between the man that I've become. And thank you for affirming that I have changed. And I didn't like who I was when I was around you. You see what I'm saying? And so this calls you to level up. And I knew for a fact that when I made changes in my life and I made decisions specifically in my business that pertained to where Q wanted to go, that I had to cut things off. The office had to go. My employees had to go. Some VAs that I love, they had to go. People, family, friends, relationships, they had to go because I wanted to elevate myself into something that I knew that was going to work. And lo and behold, this stuff came back to me tenfold. And here I am today talking about messy title stuff. Now, my main objective today, guys, is to teach y'all how to source deals that most investors never see. We're going to be utilizing a platform that I'd like for y'all to sign up for. And you guys, there's no crazy promo code other than a link that I can give you. And it's called ARI. It was developed by a company called REI Labs. This is going to allow for you to participate in what it is that we're going to be talking about today. Now, I want to talk about this. What is a messy title deal? From this point forward, already I think I've dropped a bunch of noteworthy stuff. This is where you take notes, okay? Number one, common situations that are affiliated with messy title or screwed up title deals. These are probate deals without filings, meaning that they have died and they own a piece of real estate and they either left a will behind that hasn't been probated or there is no will behind. A lot of us fall into this category. We've actually known someone who has gone through this. A lot of times when this happens, there's multiple heirship situations. Those multiple heirs are typically tied to the property or the estate, which is the individual who had passed away. An estate is anything and everything that you've owned in life. So again, right? What's required when somebody passes away and they have a will is you can take it through probate, or you can attach the probated will to what's called an affidavit of heirship. For y'all that don't know what an affidavit of heirship is, it is another form of probate. Now, this is knowledgeable stuff to know because the older that we get, the more people that we're going to leave behind. That's what's sad, okay? No matter what, there's going to be somebody that you know that's going to pass away. And you are going to want to be knowledgeable enough to be able to assist them so they're not running themselves over and not knowing what to do. You could be that friend that lends the helping hand, not just to purchase the property, but to assist them with what it is that they're going with, like what they're going through. Okay. So an affidavit of heirship is when two disinterested parties that have known the deceased person swear an oath, which is an affidavit. An affidavit means to swear on paper through a licensed notary, right? That they knew said deceased person and said deceased person had this many heirs. So these people who are the heirs are the ones that are going to be signing off on the property, but the disinterested parties validate the heirs. So when somebody passes away and they were married, well, then it goes to next of kin, which could be the spouse or it could be the kids, depending on when they died and where they died. The laws differentiate for affidavits of heirship in every single state and every county. I know this for a fact because I did a deal that almost net me $400,000 in Detroit, Michigan. And let me tell you something about Detroit. Detroit's a crazy market. They don't actually use affidavits of heirship because so many of you guys in Detroit falsified these documents and closed on a lot of these bad title deals, which ended up going into massive lawsuits, which caused regulation to happen in Detroit. I had a deal that was worth almost $600,000 on contract for 20K, but it had already been foreclosed on by the city for non-tax payments. Now there's a redemption period in Detroit, Michigan, forgot the name of the county, that allows for you to pull the property out of that situation, but you're gonna have to pay the taxes in full. And then there's about a 6 month process before you get the property deeded back to you. Unfortunately, nobody in the family had the $20,000 to $30,000 that they owed in taxes. I offered to pay for it, but they would not let me because I was not a family member. It actually has to come from somebody who is part of the estate, and the estate would need to be finalized. And they don't take affidavits of heirship at every title company in Detroit. You can find the ones that are like one off. You can't swing a dead cat around without slapping a title company in Detroit. Almost everybody's doing business out there these days. And it's a crazy place because there's so many vacant properties that have been left behind everywhere, specifically multifamily properties, 5 units and up, right? And so again, this is part of what it is. These are common situations that you're going to experience as you progress through this messy title situation. A lot of these properties have clouded ownership, clouded title issues, meaning like that some people may not even know that they own that property until you call them and you put a family tree together. There are a lot of different apps and tools that you can use to put family trees together, guys. One of the best ones that I feel that's highly recommended is ancestry.com, where you really have to put a whole tree together of people that existed prior to this real estate being put into place in an estate. Okay. So clouded ownership doesn't always just mean that, hey, we know who the dead people are. Sometimes people are found. A lot of times, what could be clouding the title could be a lien, could be some type of judgment, could be a tax lien. It could even be the IRS. That's how crazy this stuff can get. And I mean that. Like, there's a difference between tax liens and there's a difference between um, tax default. A tax lien could sometimes be associated with like a federal IRS lien, while other time frames it could be default taxes paid out to the city or the county involving property taxes that are paid on a piece of real estate that you own. Okay, so we have tax liens. Another one too. How many of you guys have gone through this one? Divorce. Right. So divorce creates ownership disputes on estate matters. A lot of times, you have two people think they're going to be together for the rest of their life. They buy all this stuff together, and lo and behold, what happens? They decide to split. Deceased owners that are still on title, meaning that probate and stuff has already happened, but you've already done all of the paperwork. Now you have heirs that are no longer alive that own the estate. Now, another one, guys, is partial ownership interests. We talked about this with Uncle Charles. Did anybody here understand what that was? So, partial interest is when an estate has already been cleared and multiple people inside of a piece of property, typically they inherited it, they all own a piece of an estate. So, all the paperwork is already done, but you got a bunch of people that just can't agree. So I go and I offer 15,000 to one person. That person signs off a deed to me, and then I do what's called partial interest or a partition sale, where I sue the remaining heirs to sell the property before a judge. And if there's three or four heirs and I bought out maybe half of them or maybe one of them, I can facilitate my share in that property to force the sale of the property. So if I paid $15,000 for a property plus legal fees, and then I do a partition lawsuit, it should be anywhere between 5 to 8,000. I'm all in 30 to $40,000. But when I sell that property, what I get out of the sale of that home is 80 to 90 grand. Well, I could flip 30K out of a property that I purchased a partial interest of. And by suing and doing a partition sale, I can get the property at the auction, bought out. The heirs are going to be court ordered to sell, so they can't fight against me. And in that moment, they can hire an attorney. They can totally fight against you. But in best case scenarios, a lot of times that doesn't happen. They force the sale of the property and money gets put into the county district, which you go down there and you pick up a check. 40K to make 90K sound like a pretty cool flip to me, right? So we do a lot of these things. Now, a lot of these times, guys, when we're dealing with deals like this, they are multiple different types of title defects. Why do most investors even like why do most of them like avoid these? They do it because they don't understand the process. That's number one. There is a lot that you're going to need on your side, if I'm being honest. For everybody that signs up for the community today, last time I did this call, I gave everybody here a guide on how to do it. I'm going to give y'all a guide on the main team that you need to construct. Right now, I'm mentoring my old friend Steven on this specific types of stuff, and he's building his team right now. So he's finding a title company, he's finding an attorney, he's finding somebody who's a CPA, he's finding a VA that can assist him with pulling leads from around the county. He's doing all kinds of stuff, but we have a checklist for this. So if you want to get involved in what we're doing, make sure you hit the school link in the community. Get your butt on the other side, man. I'd love to have you. So they don't understand the process. This is why most investors pass on this. They don't know the legal path or what's required. A lot of you guys don't know that part at all, really. And sometimes it takes experience. Sometimes title issues are so bad they think that it takes years. So they just move on to the next deal. They slap a memorandum on that contract without realizing they just let the entire world know that there's a property that's an investment deal that a wholesaler is trying to purchase, or you lack the relationships with the proper types of people to be able to facilitate this deal and take it to the end zone. Now, why is this important, guys? There's so much opportunity here. There's so much opportunity here. And the main reason why is because there's almost no competition. I could teach all of you guys how to do this. I'm be real, okay? I could teach you all how to do this. And there's probably only going to be like maybe 10% of y'all that are really going to try. I'm be real. Not trying to talk crap or anything, but I'm gonna be real. There's no competition here. Like literally, it's zero. Like almost everybody that I talk to that's going through a situation like this, they talk to somebody who couldn't do it, couldn't help them. The spreads are larger. That's the opportunity. And that's what's so amazing is that I'm telling you guys, if you can figure out how to solve level 10 problems, you're gonna get paid level 10 fees. I mean it. And you don't have to use any money to do this. You just put it under contract, clean up all the title issues, and wholesale it the same way. You don't have to do all the crazy stuff that most people talk about where you buy out people in deeds. Can you do it? Yes, but get the capital first. Get yourself at least 20 to 50K in just money sitting in the account outside of bills. That's going to be enough to be able to do this type of model because it's not hard. It's really not. It's just a matter of having the right people on your side. Okay. Sellers are really often frustrated. They're willing to accept your offer at 20 cents on the dollar because they can't sell it. They've already tried. They've done this with so many different people in so many different ways, and they've been let down by almost every single person that has wasted their time because it takes a lot of time. Investors who know how to solve problems win these deals, y'all. I say this in every single call. Some of you guys are the first persons to hear it, and I'm going to say it again, and I'll speak it at the top of a mountain. In this business, we are not in the business of ripping people off. That's not how we make money. I like to sleep at night. I don't know about y'all, but I love to sleep at night. And I'm an advocate for a good sleep. I'm going to tell you guys this business is about finding problems, solving problems, getting paid. That's what we do. So the solution itself has to match what I'm making. If I'm going to make 100 grand, I'm going to make sure that this person was able to do this deal with me like no one else could help him before. And that's what we do. That's again, great business breeds more good business. You do right by one person, that one person tends to talk, and you create the ultimate form of marketing that costs absolutely no money. No money. It's the most scalable form of marketing. When you help someone and they tell someone else what you did for them, word of mouth will get you more deals than any SMS tool, than any AI tool, than anything that you could ever even imagine in this business. If you just put out enough good business, that stuff's going to come back tenfold. Okay. Now, what we're going to do today, guys, we're going to jump into a software. So I'm going to pull this up for y'all and I'm going to go over a couple of prompts. I'm going to help you guys out because we're going to figure this out in almost every single county. And it's not hard. We're going to do this, guys. I just did this for a student earlier today, literally, because he was telling me. So I have a new student who just came back actually, and I'm not going to say his name out loud, but for everybody here, round of applause for him. He just overcame a drug addiction. He's 1 month clean, and he's jumping back into the business. He paid me for mentorship 3 years ago. No, like 5, 6 months ago, and then fell off the planet. Came back, decided to ask me, "Hey, yo, Q, can we still do this?" I said, "Let's go," and here we are. And dude, just want to give a round of applause to my guy. He's in the crowd right now. He knows who he is. I don't want to put his business out there, but he's here. And that means so much to me. But earlier today, he asked me for something and it was powerful. He said, "Hey, Q, I looked it up, but I can't figure it out." And I said, "What you can't figure it out?" Because I told him, he was like, "What's the best software that I should get to get deals?" I said, "Don't get a software. Learn how to operate in your county. Pick your market and then figure that stuff out. It's not hard." And today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using an artificial real estate intelligence GBT to draw this stuff out. Okay. Now, I want y'all to understand this. What we want to do now, and this is going to be in day one, it's one thing to know how to do messy title, it's another thing to find messy title. And in this session for day one is all about finding them. And I love it. It's like a Easter egg hunt for adults. I'm serious, man. And Easter's around the corner. I don't eat those little bunny things that are filled with marshmallows and sugar powder. That's not what I do. So don't ever try to feed me a peep or whatever you call it. Those are just horrendous, bro. Horrendous. I could never. I could never. Ugh. I got Osco. Okay, going back into what we're talking about. Y'all, that's the Mexican in me. Y'all know what Osco means? It means like, ugh. Anyways, explain. I want to explain to you guys how AI can create signals for you. And I'm going to give y'all prompts that you can use inside of Ari to help you guys find your sources. Okay. And so we're going to go over this together, and this is going to be shared to everybody that is inside of the school group. Okay. So again, my goal for this little like it's probably less than 20 to 30 minutes, and I'm going to give y'all homework. Okay. We're going to talk about this. We're going to use prompts inside of Ari. We're going to find properties where homeowners are going through distress situations. We're going to identify multiple different sources where you can pull these types of leads using Ari. We're going to locate those sources, and we're going to have an instructional guide as to how we can do this using AI. And so again, AI can help us find thousands of properties in a matter of seconds. And it's something that would normally take the average wholesaler, I would say, hours, if not days, to figure out manually, because you might not even know where to look or where to go. All right. So I'm going to share a couple of prompts with y'all real fast. All right. And these are my RE commands that you will get for joining the group. All right. So let me go ahead and share my screen real fast and we're going to get into this together. Are y'all still with me? Are y'all getting value from this? Because it's crazy, bro. Like I've never given away like this, but this is amazing. Check this out. Oh, snap. Actually, hold on. Let me make sure. Okay. I don't know why it's on Facebook for some reason. Okay. Ari command. So again, for y'all that don't know, this is Ari. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Artificial real estate intelligence. Right now it's in beta. A few things to note, guys. These are affiliate links. These are not things that you get for free on the side. And this is an event that my buddy Uncle Charles did where he unveiled it last year. I think he's going to be doing another one this year. So you get more information by using that. A few things to mention. This is like ChatGPT in beta, okay? And there was no memory. There weren't any folders. It didn't save what it was that you were trying to ask it or prompt it to do. It wouldn't go back and know of any conversation that you've had prior. So there was no memory. This month, within the next week, memory will be added. Multiple different types of images so you can create guidelines for yourself are going to be added as well. This thing is proficient in real estate knowledge. You can almost consider it like its own real estate mentor. I'm going to show you guys something today that I haven't even showed anybody inside of school, but don't hang me for it. Okay. This is honestly going to be pretty insane. So these are different prompts. First, I want to ask it, what are you? Oh, wait, hold on. I need to refresh. That's my fault. Send me sign in link. It actually makes you log in and it's like kind of frustrating, but he has it secured. So like when you get the link and it'll then sign you up. So here, because it actually picks up on things. Give me a second. So you can't share your account with someone because right now what I don't want because it's in betas for somebody to come in and steal it. That's the main thing. So forgive me, give me just a second and I'm gonna log in. It logs you out after a couple of minutes of not using it. So it only sends secured links for you to log in. Okay, and we're in. You guys ready? Welcome to Ari. Admit. Boom. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, this looks different than what I was just in. This is different. Yo, let me find out that the new update just launched. What is this? Y'all, am I tripping or was that different than what we just saw right here? Right? Was that not different? Guys, I think you have reached the end of your chat. Oh my God, it has memory now. Okay, this is a real reaction. I didn't know this. I did not know this. This is so cool. All right, hold on. Charles texted me. I'm gonna make this phone call on the line so that y'all know that this isn't fake. Hey, Quentin. Charles, I'm literally calling you in front of 100 people that are on this boot camp. Did the new update just roll out? Because Ari just changed on me. Yes, the new updates are already rolled out. It's going to be massive. Oh my God. We're going to show you how it works. The new RE has memory, it's going to have storage. You're going to be able to, instead of creating contracts and copy them and then put them into Word, you're going to be able to create PDFs. Oh man, so much stuff that's coming out with the RE. It also has another souped up reasoning model. We got to show you how it works so you can show your people. The reasoning model is going to be able to allow people to put in their fucking deals, and Artie will be able to tell them one, good, bad, how you do it, change, innovation. It's crazy, dude, what's coming with Artie, dude. Dude, everybody just heard you say that. That is crazy. I hope you don't mind I put you on speaker, but there like comments are blowing up right now. Drop a fire emoji if you guys are hearing this. I didn't even know. I was just on the old version of Ari and I logged in to show people how to use it and this just popped up in my face. We gotta figure out how to use it. I gotta tell you something, man. Everybody listening, I want you to know something. And everybody keeps asking me. I didn't build Ari, guys. I was just the very first person in real estate who said yes to this great team of REI, AI engineers who work for some of the biggest companies in the nation, who all have security clearance, who all of them wanted to come together to build something, and they chose real estate. And I was the first one. They went to everybody. I'm not going to mention names, but if you've heard their names in real estate, they all said no.
I was the first one that said yes, the only one that said yes. And what they were looking for was a massive investment of, I'm not gonna say a number, but they needed somebody with money and a lot of content to at least get it started. And I'm so lucky, guys. They built it. I didn't build it. I'm involved in a lot of the promotion of it, but I don't run it. But guys, Quentin has been approved to be an affiliate because he brings a lot of value to people. He has a big following. But there'll be other affiliates, of course. Y'all been wrong in saying that. But guys, what's coming to real estate is going to be crazy. I want to share something with all of you guys. You saw the massive update that happened right now. It's massive. We're still not increasing prices. So anybody who gets in right now will be grandfathered in when he brings in voice, when they bring in uh, different functions that are going to be more advanced. So everybody gets to keep their current pricing. Now, at some point, Ari will be able to do a lot more stuff that like stacking. It can already do stack. There's a lot of shit that it does, guys. Well, at some point, the ARIA Labs is going to increase the price of RE because it's going to come out of beta, and the price may shoot up to 300 to 500. Some of the stuff, guys, that they're looking to bring in is the ability. It's not there yet, so please hear me. Please hear me. The ability for you to load a property in and it tell you who the buyer is. Boom, like that, with a hedge fund, and eventually regular buyer's destination. It's not there yet, so don't even think that I said that. But when that comes, the price is going to go up. But that means whoever's not involved right now in Real Life, they'll have to pay more later. Now, there are some functions that'll be add-ons, like we're bringing in the sales assassin. The sales assassin is being built right now. That'll be an add-on. So skip tracing, we may do that for free, but there's some things that will be add-ons. But the actual brain of RE right now, they're selling. Right now they have RE Lite and RE Elite. Guys, if you get in now, whatever RE brings in that is not an actual add-on, like a cost add-on, your fee will never go up. But anyways, I just wanted to say it because
Dude.
a lot of people are asking me those questions. Did I build it? Of course I didn't build it. And I'm just associated with them. And then of course they ask me about the pricing. Man, the pricing is cheap right now. And guys, I want to tell you something. If you go to REI Labs right now, if you don't mind me telling them this, guys, use Quentin's affiliate code, please. But if you go to REI Labs right now and you go to, there's a menu button called guides. There's two guides in there. One is wholesaling, one subject to, but eventually it'll have every single strategy in there. Bro, the whole fucking how to subject to course is in there, built by Ari. It's all in there, guys.
I see it.
I know, bro, it's gonna be crazy. And the people who come on, who get in now, because those things are open right now. Eventually they'll be closed. You get access to this stuff, and of course, Anyways, I'm sorry, man. I'm sick. I'm just rambling. You caught me off
No,
guard.
you're fine, bro. You're fine. I'm gonna jump in and teach what I know. Is that cool?
Yeah, but you gotta tell you something, Quinn. I hope you don't mind you.
Go ahead.
So until we gotta put all affiliates through a training, dude. And I know you still gotta do your second training, but bro, you don't have to prompt Ari like you do ChatGPT or Claude. It's built to ask singular questions.
Mhm.
You don't have to prompt it with a massive prompt. It's just it's built to like what's partial interest, what's fractional interest, how do I do wholesale, what's innovation, and then whatever pops up, you can ask questions about that, and that's how you can learn. And if you have a good leader that's running you through through the AI and also running you through deals, you're gonna do more deals. But I just wanted to let you know that because you don't really have to make like massive prompts.
Okay. I'm on it. I got this, bro.
Did you like the new one?
It's fire. I'm about to start teaching inside of it.
So ours, just so you know, the first RE was set up on one server, dude. Okay, this RE is set up on 12 servers, dude. That's how much fucking power it has, dude. Once people start learning how to use it, dude, it's gonna be crazy, dude.
I'm excited, bro. All right, then. I'm getting back into it, Charles. I appreciate you giving word of advice to everybody here and letting everyone know what's good. This is super cool.
There's a lot of buttons in there that take you to the demo, that take you to go do different stuff. But if you're gonna buy, you need to use Quentin's affiliate code so you can get credit for it. Because if you go to the site and you click, let's say, watch demo, and you say get Ari, then he's not getting those credits, you know. And the only way Quentin can get credit if you use his affiliate code. So please do that. We want to give love and props to the people who are supporting Ari, and definitely Q is really making an impact and bringing people together to understand the future. And he has Jarvis. We're working on possibly putting Ari into Jarvis. Quentin, just so you'll know. So we got to talk about that. But guys, use his affiliate code, please. And whoever's listening, I'm sorry if I sound crazy, but it takes a crazy mind to be involved with stuff like this. And we
It
just want to
really
shock
does.
we want to shock the industry. We want to change how things are done, man. And we can only do that one step at a time, guys. So thank you everybody for listening to me and Quentin.
Thank you, Charles. I'll see you soon, bro.
All right, buddy.
That was totally like, what the heck, dude? This is crazy. I was gonna show y'all some cool stuff, but that just blew my mind. For everybody that already signed up with Ari, that heard about it from one of our calls, can you do me a favor and can you message Alex Lexi, in the group, okay, or in this group, and send her your email address. I will give y'all bonuses for signing up with Ari through me. I mean, I'm telling y'all, I'll give y'all a lot, okay? So I'll give you free courses, free tools, free guides, things that I already have for signing up with Ari. So if you've already signed up with Ari and you haven't gotten any of those things, I need you to message Lexi now and let her know that you're already in. Okay. So if you're already in, I got you. It might not feel like you're getting a discount, but if you paid for it already, we had some like mix ups on the ones who signed up with the link that we were using. For y'all that didn't, I got you on so much. Okay. So if you already have, hit the link. And Alex has been dropping the link for everybody inside of the group as well. So let's go back into this. Okay. So, y'all, I know Charles is saying not to prompt it. Now, there's so many stuff that you can do that are automatic prompts here, but I'm going to show you guys kind of how I like to use Ari. And I was doing this on the previous version of it before they rolled this out. Like, this is new for me now. And I like that we have memory. So that's perfect. I have here a list of commands. So I want one of you guys to do me a favor. For y'all that have already signed up with Ari, drop your email address with Alex. Alex will take note of it and we'll send you over all of the goods. Okay. So we're going to go into this. This is prompt number one. This is County Records Lease Source Finder. Analyze county name in state and identify all public records in county departments where real estate leads can be pulled that may contain distressed or messy title properties. Focus on sources such as probate, tax, code violations, water shutoff, vacant property registrations. For each lead source, explain which county department holds the data, whether the records are online or in person, and how often the list updates. How an investor could request that information. Now, I know he said you don't need crazy massive prompts, but this is one of mine, and I use this every day. All right. So we're going to pick a county and we're going to pick a state or a city or a name. So, who here has a county that I can do this inside of that wants to drop one in the comment section? What do we got? Okay, let's see. That's a good one right there. Harris County, Houston, Texas. Let's run it. All right, Taiwan, check this out. This is going to trip you out, bro. Like, really, this is going to change so much for you. Harris County, Houston, Texas, and identify all public records. There we go. So that's our prompt, and we're going to kick it. Now, he was saying that you might not need massive prompts. That's fine too, but let's feed it anyway. So I'm going to let this part cook. I'll create a new chat in that time frame. Okay, wait. You have replaced the end. You have reached the end of your chat history. Okay, that's my fault. Go back. Looks like we're gonna have to let it cook. There we go. So I'm going to share this prompt with you guys so that y'all have access to it. New chat, delete old chats. I guess you have to let a chat come to realization first. Now, it's okay if it's thinking long. That's a good thing. That means that it's analyzing. Pretty soon, you're going to be able to see exactly what it is that it's doing, and I think that that's going to be super valuable. So we'll let this do its thing. For right now, let me make sure we're back on the chat here together. Let it cook. Honestly, right? Okay, here we are. It's going. Below is investor grade county records playbook for Harris County. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. While it's cooking, why Harris County is a gold mine. Harris County is one of the largest counties in the United States with massive transaction volume, high probate activity, frequent tax delinquency, and heavy civil litigation that combined creates constant motivated seller inventory, especially tied to estates, liens, divorces, and title problems. The key is knowing which department holds what and how to pull it consistently. So this is where it'll show you why it matters. Inherited properties. Department is Harris County Probate Court. Harris County Clerk is where they have probate records, where the data lives. Online, Harris County website. Probate case search. In person, you can go to clerk's office downtown or branch locations. They update it daily. Most investors search for application for probate, letters of testamentary, determination of heirship, export case lists weekly, cross-referencing information, descendants address with mailing address, property ownership via HCAD. The pro tip here would be to pull it every 30 to 120 days. So, like, look at this, guys. I want y'all to check this out. We're going to highlight all of this, right? And we're going to expand on this. Give me the website links of where to search. I'll let that go while it's doing it. All I did was take the section that it gave me for inherited properties, and I'm asking it to give me the websites as to where I need to go. So moving back up again, tax delinquent properties, why it matters, owners behind on taxes are under pressure, departments, Harris County Tax Assessor, Harris County Tax Office, where the data lives, online, tax delinquency lists, tax suit filings in person, updated monthly, how investors pull properties 2 years delinquent or more, cross-check owners via absentee, pre-foreclosure tax leads convert before auction, combined with probate or lien data for stacked distress. Let's go back down and see if we got it. This was where I expanded. Harris County Clerk probate cases, primary. Use this for applications for probate. This is the official website here. Ooh, looks like it gave me some wonky link that might not be usable. It's okay. We'll try it again. Ah, looks like some kind of virus. It's okay. Cancel. Okay, all good. Select probate record type, search by case type, filing date, look for keywords. Okay, let's see. Use this for which probate case? Let's see if this one works. There it is. It's unavailable. It's so crazy. She here yet? Let me see. She said she's outside. Okay. Okay. I found them, y'all. Case number, court. Looks like there's a bunch. Status, open. And then we can select a date. I don't know. What do y'all think? From January to like today? We'll say 03. What is it? The 4th, 2026. My wife is listening to ghetto stuff right now. Hold on. Baby. There we are. Probate leads, y'all. Come on. Look at that. The estate of Teresa Williams. Deposit for application. Let me click on the file and see what it gives me. Baby, the most ghetto thing was on your phone right now, blasting. I don't know. It sounded like somebody was beating their baby mom. Court filings. God, Twitter's horrendous. Crazy, y'all. Well, this is it. You're gonna have to spend some time to figure this stuff out. But you can look at the people that are involved, like the parties of them, and look, this is the applicant. So this is the person who applied for probate. There's three of them, and you can literally skip trace them based on their address. So you look, I figured it out. Boom. The deceased person is Teresa Williams. She has an applicant, Gentry L. Williams, and then her property address here. So she might not own a piece of real estate, but these people do, and this is their address. So if you wanted to find them, you would skip trace this information. First name, last name, property address, property city, property state, and property zip code are all requirements to do this. So then from here, you'd move on to the next one. And we go back into that list and do it all over again, one by one. Now it's going to require some work, but if you have a virtual assistant that can assist you, that can offset the time frame that it would take to pull this list and to be aggressive with it so that you have somebody working for you full time, or you can automate this process. Oh, let me see here, baby, give it to me. You can automate this process. Come here, mama.
She just woke up.
This is my daughter. I don't think any of you guys have actually like seen her. I know that we're teaching real estate. Can y'all just give me like a minute to show off my little chiquita? Say hi, mama. Look. Isn't she just the cutest thing in the world? Oh my God. All right, baby. Let me land the plane because I'm gonna finish teaching right now. I just I saw her, guys. I had to stop what I was doing. I'm so sorry. Get her. Oh, a big mama. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Just real quick, man. God. You know, dude, I did not like, okay, I love my son. I really love my son. Like, I really do. Don't get me wrong. Don't take this the wrong way. But I don't know what it is, man. But this little girl made me the softest dude in the world. Like, really. Like, I love her to death. Even my stepdaughter. Like, I love my stepdaughter. She's 11 years old. And just something about having a daughter, bro. Just like, not only does it make you want to buy another shotgun, but like legitimately just makes you want to be a better man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like when they find their person, who you are and how you treated them is going to be a reflection of what they see in that person. You know what I'm saying? And so to me, dude, because I didn't have a father figure and I'm a man that was raised by a mom, single mom, if that, okay? And I grew up without my dad. He left my family when I was like 12. I love that my mom taught me how to be a man. She really did. But at the same time, like now being a dad and having, being a girl dad, not just a dad to a son, two sons, I have two sons. And I think about it, it's like, man, I'll move mountains for my daughter. I really would. All right, guys, let's jump back into this. So I wanted to show y'all how we're using Ari to figure these things out. Probate filings can be used to do this. And so Harris County probate records, court-specific views. You can come in here and you can look up everything. Confirm active versus dormant cases, shows hearing dates and filings that indicate delays or disputes, and you can help identify messy heirship cases. So Harris County District Clerk Civil Case Search, Estate Litigation, this is another place you can come in and figure this stuff out too. Look at this. Civil family. This is where we want to go. Click access. Looks like you have to create an account. So new user. Click here. And I mean, it literally helps you create an account. Oh, looks like you have to submit an application. Wow, guys, look at this real fast. I want to show y'all something. And I don't know that much about Harris County as far as going this far. I've never even seen this. Look at this. So this is a Harris County District Clerk's eGov application. Administrative guidelines for eGov overview. Okay. Harris County District Clerk, fax number. Ensure each field of the application is. If you have any questions, okay. Administrative guidelines for eGov. Look at that. Increasing volumes of agency requests in a timely fashion. The district clerk is providing online access to governmental, look at this, online access to governmental agencies to query and retrieve information that they would otherwise have to travel to the courthouse to retrieve or through correspondence via US mail. So, guys, look, you can see the list of documents. eGov allows you to search of documents currently stored in electric form for a civil case. So, like, you can get divorces, you can get active lawsuits for real estate that pertain to real estate, like list pendants. You can get tax lien foreclosures. I mean, honestly, you just have to fill this out and send it off to them. And now they'll probably set you up with an online portal. And that online portal is where you can go and you can request more information to get it literally either emailed to you or mailed to you copies of the information that you're trying to require. And this is just their way of doing it. And look, you get a login and password. If you're inactive for 30 days, they'll take it away. Password will be required to be changed every 30 days. Support for eGov will be available. You can email them now to get more information on this and online tutorials on how you can do it for self-training, to do it yourself. Guys, this is, come on. This is where we are right now. Like, this is where we are. There's no reason why that nobody here can't pick up Ari right now and get a full-blown guideline as to what's required to find this stuff on the internet. Like, mind-blowing, right? I didn't even know that you could do that in Harris County, and Harris County is one of my markets. You can do this in any county, James, Mr. McKnight. You can do this in any county. I don't care if you're in Philly, California, Houston, Dallas, anywhere. I don't care where you're at. This can be done anywhere. And it can give you the playbook as to what's required to find this information as well. Okay. So, guys, like, this is what today is. I have other prompts that I want to share with y'all. For everybody that joins the school community or joins Ari, either or, okay, you're going to get a copy of what we use to prompt Ari. And I'm going to show it to you one more time so you can get an idea of what it is that you're getting. This is prompt one. And then I made two. There's like two. Prompt two, hidden county data sources, prompt three, and then prompt four. This is the step by step. So these are all of the different things that I feed to Ari. Now, Ari can do a lot more than that. And tomorrow, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going over not just conceptual stuff and lead generation, but we're going to be going over Ari and what Ari can do for you in your real estate business. Because as you guys can see, if we create a new chat right now, look at this, find cash buyers in 78245 for San Antonio. I'm just wondering, like, I haven't even tried this yet. This is me showing you something really cool that I don't even know it could do. But if it does what I think it's going to do, I'm going to lose my mind because that's a whole nother thing. Apparently, this version of Ari can pull leads for you too. Here's an active list of oh my God. Look at that. Y'all, I don't even need, look at that. Active cash buyers in that freaking market with their emails, phone numbers, and names. Okay, I gotta validate this. Y'all mind if I make a phone call to one of them? Okay, I'm gonna call one. Let's do it. 210 889. Number works. That's super cool.
Hello, it's Kathleen. Please leave a message and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can.
Hey, Kathleen, this is Quentin. I have a property that I'm trying to sell, and I see that you're actively purchasing real estate or you're representing somebody that it is. I noticed that you're with Remax, so I just wanted to make this connection and see if we could do business together. My property is located at 106 Wayfarer Drive. I'm looking for a tenant buyer who's willing to put down, I mean, I don't really care about credit. They put down 20K, the house is theirs. So if you could just give me a call back, I'd really appreciate it. I hope to talk with you soon. Thank you. Okay, move on to the next one. 6, 7.
Hello.
Hi, Ismelda.
Hi, this is she.
Hi, ma'am. I got your phone number because I see that you're buying properties. Are you actively purchasing real estate? Are you like a realtor? I'm just wanting to make sure I got the right number.
This is what I'm over.
Got it. So do you represent people who purchase properties?
Yes.
I have one that I'm selling for sell by owner. I don't care about credit, and I'm asking 20K down. It's you mind if I share the address with you?
Yeah. Mhm.
It's 106 Wayfarer Place.
Wayfair Place.
Yes, I just listed on the MLS. It's in the south side by Highway 90,
Okay.
but it's in a really nice area. I feel like there's a bunch of old families that are there. Anyways, the listing just went live on the internet, and I just, I figured I'd reach out to you. It's not too far from 78245, if I'm being honest. I can get there in 8 minutes. I'm by 90 in Castroville. But it's like right around the corner. No, ma'am, I'm the owner of the property.
Oh, okay.
My realtor, his name is Colin Corrington. He's with White Line Realty. But I just told him that I'd be doing some extra marketing efforts. If you want, I can send you a copy of the listing.
Yeah, send me a text just in case I haven't.
Do you typically deal in
Something,
owner finance homes?
Honestly, no.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's an easy sell. I don't care about credit or anything. I'll do like a basic soft
Yeah.
credit check. Yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna probably have about maybe 3 or 5 of these every other month. And I'd love
Okay.
maybe I can send them to you if you might have a buyer for it.
Sure. Yeah, you can send me a text.
Thank you, ma'am. God bless you, and I'll talk with you soon.
Good luck. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. So either way, she represents somebody who's purchasing real estate. That's freaking cool, So I just think that that's the dopest stuff. Look at this. It even tells you how to dispo these deals. That is so crazy. Let's do another one. Just real fast. Pull pre-foreclosure lists, or let's do. I'm just wondering, like, if it can, I'll be super blown away because it's one of the hardest things to do. It requires a lot of manual labor, and there's no way that AI is there yet. Oh, look, they're pulling them on Zillow. I see. I see. Okay. How about I'm gonna try Dallas. Yeah, by the way, I'm gonna go into training with Charles with this later today, and I'm going to figure this stuff out. And I will be the best at using this so I can teach you guys what I've learned. We plan on having a full-blown RE course inside of school. So rest assured, I've been trained thoroughly on the first version of it, but this is new. I love that there's folders now and I can go back to the other conversations. Look at that. Here's what I have right now. The current session related notes. The retrieve preview data is limited and appears to be mixed with Houston addresses, but the system confirms 34 pre-foreclosure leads associated with the requested pool. Look at that. We got some of them in Houston. I think all of them are in Houston. And you can download the list. Bro, hold on. There is no way. Wow, guys, they have it in skip trace format. Okay, is this not fire? I'm learning this as I go. Okay. And this honestly really cool. Like this is very huge compared to what version one looked like. Okay. So I have homework for everybody here today. And this is going to be concluding today's call. Tomorrow we're going to dive into Ari and we're going to be showing how you can pull leads using it, how you can find your county sources to pull relevant data for messy title deals, and how you can use Ari to curate bad title deals that you might have now. So if you have a messy title deal, bring it to me tomorrow, and I'm going to help you guys solve those issues using Ari. Okay. So the homework for everybody here, and I'm going to make sure that you guys have it. Give me just a second, pull it up right now. And Alexia will send this out to everybody. All right. And you guys can submit your homework. Let me pull this up. Okay. Homework for day one. Where to go? Okay. Find five messy title opportunities using Ari. That's number one. So using Ari, we're going to find five messy title opportunities. You must run them through using AI. Step two, I want you to ask Ari to analyze possible title issues. I want you to screenshot the prompt and submit it to me. Possible title issues, ownership structure, or potential path to solve that deal. And then number three, I want you to screenshot all of the things that you did with Ari and submit what your prompts were and what it looked like. Okay. So find five messy opportunities, ask Ari to analyze those opportunities, and three, share your screenshots with the team. All right. Everybody here that does this, we're going to be giving away a free Jarvis account on the elite level, which we just got done revamping the entire system. I don't know if y'all have seen it yet, but yo, check this out. Really, shout out to Mark. We just got done revamping the crap out of Jarvis. This is all brand new. This is our new Jarvis guy. He's our mascot. He's a little robot dude. Revolutionize your business. You could scroll down, you'll see a whole bunch of other things. We now have new pricing with new things that come with it. So just kind of know that if you're on basic and you've already signed up for Jarvis prior to the new additions that we're adding, you got everything that you got. Okay. So your build is as good as it was. Elite comes with all the disposition things. Premium has a whole bunch of other stuff that's included. We're going to roll out updates to emails on everybody so you can see what all that is. And y'all, like, it's just so much fun, man. We have a lot of things that we're still building through on the website. It's almost done. And this is for all my Jarvis users here. Be excited. Be excited because we're adding some really cool things. We're going to add realtor outreach, buyer cash betting outreach, like to vet cash buyers. We're going to be adding realtor. Oh, I talked about so realtor cash buyers, and then the what was it? There's one more bot that we just built. It's like a dispo bot. You can use it to sell your real estate deals. I'll explain all of it on a call when we do our Wednesday calls for Jarvis inside of school, which is supposed to be happening at 3. Okay. So, guys, if y'all want the updates on that inside of school on what we're doing with Jarvis, make sure that you're there for the onboarding that we're going to be doing at 3 because we're going to unveil some of the cool stuff that we've been working on. All right. So that's your homework for today's session. I want to see everybody here tomorrow. Let's rock and roll. Get involved with Ari through the link. Get involved with school. $20 to join. Join today's call and see what we're doing with Jarvis. It's going to be awesome. I will see you guys tomorrow at 12 p.m. CST. Bring your messy title situations and let's lock it. Let's lock in. All right. I'll see you guys soon. Love y'all so much. Peace out, everybody.